craft machine brainrots and steal a brainrot, starting off with Bandito Axolito, which generates 1.2 thousand a second and can generate 13.4 thousand in the new cyber mutation. Next off is Electro Quaco, which generates 1.8 thousand a second and can generate up to 20.3 thousand with the cyber mutation. Lost New Venus is next on the list, generating 12.5 thousand a second and can go up to 137,000, breaking into the 6 digits with the cyber mutation. Next up is B Loco with a similar income of 13.5 thousand a second and 148,000 with the cyber mutation. Orbi Mochi is up next, generating 18.5 thousand a second and 203,000 with the cyber mutation. Moving on is Orcalita Ocala with a huge jump to 240,000 a second and finally breaking into the millions with the cyber mutation. Squalana also has a similar income of 250,000 a second and 2.75 million with the cyber mutation. Treno Turbo Axolotrico 9,000 also has a similar income, only producing 5,000 more than Squalana and only 2.8 million with the cyber mutation. Prezzo Robo finally widens the margin, generating 320,000 a second and 3.5 million with the cyber mutation. Bujo de Volto is the first secret in the video, generating 2.75 million a second and up to a whopping 30.2 million with the cyber mutation. Camera Ramina comes in next with a huge jump of 17.5 million a second and finally breaks over the 100 millions with the cyber mutation. Tic Tac Sahur comes in next, which was only added for a little while by Sammy during yesterday's admin abuse, but still generated crazy money and up to 412 million a second with the cyber mutation. Jim Bros are the next brainrot, generating 42.5 million a second and 467 million a second with the cyber mutation. Lost Chili's is up next with a huge jump, generating 75 million a second and could even go up to 825 million with the cyber mutation. Kalika Bros also come in with a huge jump, generating 115 million a second and finally go over the 1 billion mark with the cyber mutation. Finally is Digi Narwhal, generating 200 million a second and over 2 billion with the cyber mutation. But of course, Dragon Cannelloni was also added to the craft a very short, limited amount of time and generates crazy money already, but generates 2.7 billion a second with the cyber mutation. And lastly, Strawberry Elephant, which is the best brainrot in the game, was also only added for a short while and can go up to 8.2 billion with the cyber mutation. Subscribe